In articulo mortis celitus mihi.
You know, it's what I've been doing full time for 30 plus years. I see cancer patients day in and day out. What it's done for me is I've learned to become a better human being by being involved in these patients' care.
I was diagnosed with stage 4 ovarian cancer in April of last year. My last chemo was on October 13th of last year, and I am officially clear of cancer.
Professionally, I'm a licensed clinical social worker at the Cancer Center of Acadiana. See patients every single day that are diagnosed with cancer. There's a whole team of us at the Cancer Center that can support them and guide them and love them and help them along the way, because a cancer diagnosis changes the perspective of life. When I'm faced with a patient being diagnosed with cancer every single day, it makes you realize that life is short, that you should do things that you want to do. You should tell people things that you want to tell them, and not take tomorrow for granted. Loving people without even knowing them just because.
10 years ago, my mother died, and she walked in the hospital, and 6 weeks later she was dead. That, I believe, started a bigger connection. You know, you always hear about people dying from cancer and having cancer, but until it really hits you, and it hits you with a person that is very dear and you watch them suffer, it becomes more than a connection. It becomes a goal. You know, you want to kill it itself. It becomes something that overwhelms you.
When I actually found out, I was in the hospital, and my mom and my friend Karen were both with me. And the doctor came in and said, you know, you have a mass on your ovaries. My friend Karen started crying, and my mom, as a nurse, I know that she knew what it was. You know, I was fine, I was calm, and I was rubbing both of them. I'm like, it's gonna be okay, you know, it is what it is. Everything's gonna work out fine. You know, I let everybody else do the crying, and I tried to stay strong for them, because I was like, I know that I'm gonna be okay. I have to make sure that everybody else is okay too. And so I guess that's how I stayed, you know, throughout my whole treatment. There were a lot of downs compared to ups. I got sick, and there was just a lot of things that happened, but you know, through the whole thing, I tried to reassure everybody else that everything was gonna be okay, and I guess that in a sense helped me too.
The first thing you do is panic, and the second thing you do is think it through and get yourself righted and make yourself understand that this does not have to be the end of the world, but you do have to follow through, listen to your doctors, and do what's required. And then you still have the sleepless nights. You have the constant in the back of your mind, no matter what else you're doing, knowledge that you have a cancer diagnosis, and it is a constant factor in your thoughts.
The American Cancer Society just in itself has so many avenues for people. Ultimately, when someone's diagnosed with cancer, it has to come from within if they want to really, really, really fight through this, or they don't. It's not going to be you, it's not going to be me, it's going to be them. I think that the hope is a big word. You know, it's a little word, but has a big meaning, as is love. They're both 4-letter words that mean a lot. And all of that combined within yourself, because truly only you. You know, I told my friend, I says, it's going to be up to you whether you want to live or you want to die. And if you want to live, you're gonna have a good quality. We don't know how long anyone has to live. So, you know, that was the best thing, is you pull it in from yourself. You know, you pull in the faith, you pull in the hope, and you love yourself and you love everyone, you know, and you don't sweat the small stuff. Don't sweat the small stuff. It's not worth it.
Get out there, get your checkups, keep your hopes alive, and just keep on trucking.
When you're younger, I think a lot of times you come out of a big medical center, you train with some of the best people in the country. You feel like you have all the answers. Anything, I think I've become a little more humble with time. I realize I don't know everything. I've gotten a little more faith in a higher power. And I realize I'm not completely in control. I've seen things that I can't explain, that I got to believe that there is a higher power that's watching this and running this show, and I'm glad to have his help whenever I can get it.
Deeper, my God,
per angusta, sic itura,